So when I was a child, early on, I had a dream of becoming a professional football player. I soon found out that one, I was not that athletic, and two, that was not really a possibility for girls in the 80s or 90s. I really wanted to do something that I felt was meaningful. And for me, that meant something that was helpful for the community. And so when I turned maybe 10 or 11, I thought I want to become a doctor. And I really just stuck through that the rest of my childhood and on through college. Hard work and never taking my focus off of what I wanted the end goal to be would definitely be how I made my dream come true. What I loved about Wayne State was there were a lot of incredible instructors there, a lot of mentoring physicians there. There were so many valuable experiences that I got there as a medical student that I might not have received at other institutions. The dream of ElevateMeD is important to me for several reasons. First, as an undergraduate student, as a medical student, and as a resident, I think that it's really important to have mentors of all levels. So I think it's important to have someone who is in your relative peer group, someone who's just a little bit ahead of you, someone who is years ahead of you, because it really helps to guide you to a place where you might not otherwise think of going, or a place that you want to go and you're not sure how to get there. You have to be resilient. You have to have a heart for people. Medicine is something that is constantly changing. You're constantly learning throughout your career, so you have to be committed to constantly learning. What it takes to dream is an open mind. It takes the ability to use your strengths and sometimes even your weaknesses to come up with something that you believe is the plan for your life. And if you really believe that to be the plan for your life, then you'll do whatever you need to do to get to that destination. I am Dr. Tiffany Hardaway, an anesthesiologist from Phoenix, Arizona.
So my dream as a kid, believe it or not, was to go and become an architect. I think one of the reasons why I chose to go into medicine was I might have been in either the third or the fourth grade. My dad came to school to do a presentation. He brought, a model skeleton, a model heart, and after that presentation, all of my friends thought I was a doctor. So if anybody would fall on the playground, they would run and get me as if, I could do something to take care of them. And I think that, that type of example was something that made me want to become a physician myself. My father passed away from colon cancer. Because of that, and because of so many people who pass away too young and too early in life, I feel a great sense of accomplishment and fulfillment from practicing medicine. So I attended Howard University College of Medicine. That was the alma mater of my father. So I was really following in his footsteps. Honestly, there's nowhere in the world that you can find board-certified physicians in multiple different specialties that are African-American or, Afro-Caribbean or African, all in one place. Not only that, it also showed me the kind of physician that I wanted to be with patients. Because, a lot of people deal with patients as they see them in the hospital. And what you have to really understand is, what background do they come from? Why is it that their health is deteriorated? And a lot of that has to do with socioeconomic status. ElevateMeD is important to everybody. It's important to the scholars. It's important to their patients. When you invest in an ElevateMeD scholar, you're investing in an individual who is going to be a leader, who's going to change the face of medicine, who's going to create an environment that is more empathetic, has more quality care for every individual that seeks medical care in the hospital. I'm Dr. Andrew Sanderson, and together we are elevating the field of medicine.
When I was a kid, my pediatrician helped me to believe that I could be a doctor. Even though he was a white male, he told me, he said, there are Black women doctors out there too. One of my good friends, her mom was a radiologist. I had no idea what a radiologist was, but I thought that it was so cool that I met someone who was a Black woman and a physician. So just seeing that, I said, wow, there is someone who looks like me that is actually what I want to do. So I think it's the exposure that really, really turned me on to my dream and said, yes, it is possible. You know, I didn't get here on my own. There are countless others who I know were cheering for me, praying for me, mentoring me all the way through. Having our members of the board come together has really been like forming Voltron. None of us had financial support going through medical school. Medical school is number one, hard. Number two, is expensive. ElevateMeD is one of the first organizations helps out financially, and that is huge. It's not only putting, you know, your money together, but it's already putting your heart, your soul, mentoring and just fellowshipping specifically with the medical students, caring about them as a whole person. That's what I really like about the whole organization. And if one thing has shown specifically with this pandemic, we need Black and brown doctors. Our community needs us. We are struggling in so many ways. We are set back as far as healthcare, as far as hypertension, diabetes, heart disease, maternal deaths. We need Black and brown doctors to take care of us. We need it. I am Dr. Shannon Smith, and together we are elevating the field of medicine.
I never imagined being a physician. I never imagined going into sports, although I really enjoyed sports. And as I look back on my childhood, I feel like there was all these little clues that led me to be where I am today. When I was 10 years old, that was the last time the Los Angeles Dodgers had won the World Series. At that time, one of the first Latinos in sports was Fernando Valenzuela, who is someone that I kind of admired in his role, in his background. And it's just kind of funny that as I move forward in my career, I ended up with the Dodgers, you know? So that's one little clue. Just a fun fact, I am the only female Latina physician in all of MLB in this level, at this role. I'm the first female physician of the Dodgers franchise ever in this role too. If you could be something where there was no risk of you not making it and not being able to do it, what would it be? And I really thought about it, and I kind of thought to myself, I would do medicine because I really wanted to help people. And I know that's a little bit of a cliche answer, but I wanted to help people that maybe didn't have a voice for themselves, couldn't express themselves. And that really came from the fact that I saw a lot of individuals in my community growing up in a small rural community that didn't speak the language. And I think that really kind of sparked it for me, that I knew that there was a population of people that wouldn't seek care because they simply couldn't speak the language and didn't have the resources to be able to access care without having a good, firm comfort with the language. You know, I think the most important thing to recognize and to know is that there is a place for us. And I think many times we go through life and we're trying to fit in, but I think it's so important for us to know that there is a place for us. And I think that alone will guide all of us to kind of reach our goals. I am Dr. Marisa Vasquez, and I am a sports medicine physician at UCLA.
My dream when I was a kid, I wanted to make the Olympic team. I was very good in gymnastics, winning multiple state and regional titles, which allowed me to get the scholarship to UCLA. Unfortunately, when I was at UCLA, I did get injured. I had surgery on my shoulder and made things a little bit more difficult and challenging. I still had an amazing career and I don't regret any of it. The other dream I had was actually being an architect. In high school, I loved to draw. In high school, I took an architecture class. And then, I took a class my senior year. It was a pre-medical science class, and that kind of moved me into the medical field. You think doctors make a lot of money. In certain specialties, that's the case. But with that, you also have accumulated a lot of debt in that process. I was fortunate enough to have gotten the scholarship to UCLA, so my undergrad was paid for. But really coming into Howard in medical school, I really didn't have much to put into it. So I had to rely on the government loans. And then, obviously those mount up and it's hard to pay that back during residency because you get paid during residency, but it's very little. So coming out, I had a significant amount of debt. Alyx had a significant amount of debt. And with the significant amount of debt, that puts a lot of stress and strain on you financially. Ultimately, if we can free ourselves of this financial burden, we can, live life and kind of not be strapped down in that sense of having this big thing hang over your head. I think mentorship is probably the most important aspect of what our program offers. Medicine's a tough road. There's not a lot of physicians that look like us. And so it's very important to have somebody who can, in a sense, guide you and show you kind of, this is how I did it. These are the things that helped. These are the things that haven't helped. I am Dr. Gregory Umphrey, a physical medicine and rehabilitation physician and co-founder of ElevateMeD.
What's good, y'all? It's Ted the Entertainer here. Big shout out to the ElevateMeD scholars, man. It's 20 of you guys representing the black and brown all over this country in medical school, doing big things. You got scholarships, there's mentorships, and this organization is all about supporting those from the diverse backgrounds that's going into the medical field, and we need that. So we need y'all to represent, and we appreciate y'all. Congratulations. Dr. Alyx Porter, Umphrey, and I, big fans of you guys and want you to win. Want you to go out there and represent and put on for this organization and what we all about. Y'all show and prove and keep rocking, all right? This is about that doctor life. It's about that medical life. It's about helping others, all right? Salute to you. Congratulations, everybody. Yeah.
All right, let's get started, right? Okay, well, welcome. Welcome to Explosion of a Dream 2021. And a big round of applause to all of you for being here. So, welcome back. We missed you all. I haven't seen a lot of you for 2 years, some of you for 20 years, and this has just been an amazing night already. I can't thank you enough for being here. And on behalf of ElevateMeD, our board members, and all the people that do the hard work behind the scenes for us and with us, we just really thank you for making the time to be here. So, a special welcome to those of you that are online right now. Thank you for joining us. We wish you could be here live, but we're just so happy that you would take the time to log on and just spend some time with us. My name is Dr. Bert Vargas. I am one of the ElevateMeD board members, and I'm going to serve as your MC tonight. We have an incredible night of celebration planned. And not only will you have an opportunity to bid on some amazing items, you are also going to get to hear from our executive director, our inaugural Breaking Barriers Award recipient, and most importantly, you're going to have the opportunity to hear from our scholars. So I want you to share in our excitement of tonight's celebration by letting everyone know. So get out your phones, get out your tablets, whatever you have that has your social media on it. We want you to tell everyone what you're doing tonight, announce that you're here, and how excited you are to be with us by using the hashtag ElevateMeD. So one word, hashtag ElevateMeD. Before we begin, it's going to be really important for us to recognize our sponsors and the people who have really invested in this dream, in this event tonight, and really made this event possible. And so I'd like to start by thanking Mayo Clinic, Counsel and Associates, Global Medical Response, PetSmart, Tito's Handmade Vodka, woo! OptumRx, Barrow Brain and Spine, National Financial Group, and Martel Chapital Smith and family. Thank you all for your profound generosity. We just have a couple more groups of people that would like to recognize and introduce before we get into the fun. So we are led by a board of directors who has set the strategic mission and vision for our organization. These individuals are comprised of physicians, healthcare leaders, and stakeholders from across the country who have committed to the success of ElevateMeD. As we continue to grow and improve our programming, we have a group of advisors that have helped us expand our reach, and our research, we do both, and become even more valuable to our scholars and all of the students we were able to reach. We have medical students, physicians, experts in leadership and organizational development, as well as financial planning, who have helped us develop in a way that we can all be so proud. As I said to a few people today, this is way, way more than a scholarship program. This is a leadership program. This is a mentorship program. The last group of critical individuals I'd like to introduce are those in our founders' circle. These individuals believed in and contributed to the mission and vision of ElevateMeD from our inception and have allowed us to grow this program so quickly and make a substantial impact in such a short period of time. It truly takes a village, and each of these groups that have been recognized are the reason that this dream has become possible. Now, I am actually really excited to introduce the reason that we're all here tonight, and that's our ElevateMeD scholars. And I want all of you to stand up and be recognized. ElevateMeD scholars, let's see your faces. These incredible students have come from across the country to be with us this weekend. And they've participated in workshops today, personalized for them, that will supplement our programming throughout the year. And we are so proud of all 20 ElevateMeD scholars who were part of the dream and congratulate them tonight on their success.
Dear world, cultivating the next generation of physician leaders is required in the fight against health disparities.
The overall goal is just for me to become a better leader in my community.
Someone who grew up in East Africa, I've seen firsthand the poor outcomes.
In fact, our personal experiences give us greatest clarity.
I particularly remember as I was growing up, my mom having a difficulty every time she would go to the physician.
My interest in psychiatry and mental health really stems from childhood experiences dealing with a close family member who was diagnosed with schizophrenia.
ElevateMeD has committed to the next generation of physicians.
Cancer is so predominant in our family, and I want to be the person to change our narrative.
This process is really cost prohibitive, but I really admire ElevateMeD's commitment to leveling the playing field.
Who know the power of understanding patients and actually listening.
Everybody, regardless of where they come from, how much money they have, or the color of their skin, making sure that everybody receives the same quality of health care and the opportunity to live a long, healthy life.
Since 2019, the support for our future has been beyond comparison.
ElevateMeD takes profound barriers like the cost of medical education and turns it into opportunities for growth.
We thank each and every one of you. Together, we are elevating medicine.
My medical school journey has been challenging thus far, but as I learn more about mental health and specifically what it looks like in minority communities, I get excited because I know I'm going to make a huge impact.
I come from a large Mexican family, but I'm excited to be on my way to be the very first Dr. Flores.
You might recall that when ElevateMeD launched in the spring of 2019, doesn't that feel like a century ago? Oh my gosh. We had the audacious dream to award $100,000 in scholarships to our inaugural cohort of scholars. And with your help, we made this dream come true in May of 2020. Yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear it. So we have our first graduates who have started their residency programs. And so let's hear about the impact ElevateMeD has had on them.
Hi everybody, my name is Dr. Aaron Bai. I'm currently a resident physician at the University of Utah with the residency in family medicine. I'm great to be here to talk with you all. First of all, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional homelands we're on here in Phoenix, Arizona, of the O'odham and the Peapodge and the Gila River communities here. We are so grateful to be on these traditional homelands of these people who've taken care of this land for centuries. My main inspiration and my role model for coming into medicine was actually from my grandfather, my Che. His name is Frank Smith of the Navajo Nation. He was an amazing healer of my traditional culture, and just the way he interacted with patients was really amazing to incorporate the holistic lifestyle of mind, body, balance, and spirits. It was very fascinating to see that love and passion for him. Talking to patients was really inspiring for myself. Coming from a very small school of like 30 students to coming to a huge university with thousands of students was very different. And along the way, it was tough. Financially, it was tough as well. I'm one of the first people in my family to go to college, and that was a challenge in itself. So along the way, I said I still want to go to medical school. The MCAT was a beast to handle as well. I actually had to take the MCAT 3 times. I knew I needed a gap year, and the University of Arizona actually had a graduate program combined with a medical program. And I said, this is for me. I will take this graduate year to help me out. And throughout medical school, a great opportunity through the ElevateMeD came to me and my school and offered great supports, mentorship, and scholarship support. Everybody was so welcoming. Dr. Porter was an amazing individual who understands the challenges of being a person of color and coming to medical school and being a doctor in the future. So I've received great mentorship. Dr. Vargas is actually my mentor. She's also a family medicine doctor, and to have a great mentorship is very valuable going forward. And she's helped me along the way with my residency process, my applications. Even now, she gives me great advice about coming into residency as a young doctor. I'm so grateful to be a part of a great family who's really supported me through great social media influence, mentorship, financial workshops. Medical school is expensive, and we don't really get to learn a lot about medical finances in the future. So I'm very helpful and grateful that ElevateMeD has supported me all the way through this. After residency, as a future family doctor, I intend to return back to my Navajo Nation to become a rural doctor, to help and serve my community that raised me, and to serve as an inspiration for the next generation of healers. Yeah, Nitsago, ElevateMeD, through family, supporters, and donors who helped us make our scholarship very possible. We're very thankful for all the mentorship we've received, and as a first generation future physician, has been very grateful for myself to be in the first cohort of ElevateMeD. Has been a great privilege and honor. So I thank you so much to all of the supports. I'm Dr. Aaron Baya, and a 2020 ElevateMeD Scholar, and together we are elevating medicine.
These students are really the whole reason why ElevateMeD exists. And you can help us tonight by donating to the ElevateMeD Scholars Fund to help us continue to support students like you've met tonight. I'd now like to welcome student Dr. Shannon Coombs to the podium to say a few words.
Hi. So my name is Shannon Coombs, and I am a fourth-year medical student at Mayo Clinic Alyx School of Medicine, applying internal medicine. And I know. I am very, very grateful to be one of the many ElevateMeD scholars. Yes. Okay. So ElevateMeD has already had a significant impact on my journey as a physician, as a future physician. And so this morning, I was able to meet a lot of my fellow cohort of scholars and just be inspired by all of their stories and the powerful story of this organization that has been founded by Dr. Alex Porter and all the rest of the founding members. So tonight it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Alyx Porter Umphrey, founder of ElevateMeD. Dr. Porter is a neuro-oncologist with an active clinical practice as well as a substantial research contributions to the neuro-oncology literature. In addition to making a difference in the lives of her patients, Dr. Porter is a crucial mentor and educator from students of all backgrounds. I first met Dr. Porter as a brand new baby first-year medical student, and I still remember the day that she walked in as a lecturer for our course, and I still remember my thought at that time. My thought was, dear God, will I ever get there? Now as a fourth year and getting to know Dr. Porter better as her mentee and also as an ElevateMeD scholar, Dr. Porter is just truly encouraging to every student, and interacting with her and her influence for all of us students, and I'll speak for the rest of the ElevateMeD scholars. Seeing her as an example is inspiring to us and showing us that, yes, we will get there. And even now, we already have all of the ingredients inside of us. And ElevateMeD, as an organization that she has founded, is helping to invest in us so that we are able to tell our stories and able to reach the potential as future physicians. It's impossible to measure the impact that ElevateMeD as an organization and Dr. Porter Umphrey has had on the lives of us scholars as future physicians. It's truly had a ripple effect on all of us. Thank you, Dr. Porter, for all of the work that you do to promote diversity in medicine. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Porter as our speaker tonight.
Good evening. Tonight is a dream come true. 2 years ago, I stood before you on the rooftop at the Valley Ho, and I pleaded for you all to please believe in this dream that I knew could become a reality. And so this night is about all of you. This night is about our beautiful students tonight, so thank you all so much for being here. This was a dream that started for me at Spelman College, where I fell in love with the Harlem Renaissance and the words of poets like Lorraine Hansberry and Langston Hughes. And it was Langston Hughes' words who really inspired this event tonight. He asked the question, what happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun? Or does it fester like a sore and then run? Or maybe it just sags like a heavy load. Or does it explode? Tonight is about the explosion of a dream, so thank you all so much for being here. When I started putting together the pieces of what was needed for this dream to become reality, Dr. Joanne Smikle nudged this dream so gently. Joanne hopefully is still hanging on with us. I know it's East Coast time online, coming in from Ellicott City, Maryland. Thank you, Dr. Smikle, for believing in this dream and being part of our advisory committee. I knew that there were some skills that I already had to make this dream a reality, but I knew that there were other things that I needed to cultivate. And so I created a special savings account so that I could work with this top storyteller who coached executives across the country. And so I saved up. It took several months because for the best, he costs money. And so I emailed him about what we were trying to do. We set up a Zoom call. And I started explaining to him what the idea was and how I wanted to convey what we were doing. And I told him about my first day of medical school. Before I had even taken a single class, we were separated into the haves and the have-nots, those who had money and those who didn't. And those of us who didn't had to make a tough decision on that very day. Maybe, before even taking a class, I could sign a primary care loan and become a primary care physician, or maybe I could join the military. And however much time they paid for my medical school, I would owe them in service. Or maybe I would need to take out a combination of private and federal loans. I chose the latter, thinking at that time I was going to be a neurosurgeon. I shared with you guys a couple years ago, I get motion sick under the microscope. It was not going to happen. Neuro-oncology was for me. Lo and behold, when Greg and I met in Rochester, he made a similar choice. When we got married, we had a hard conversation. Well, how much do you owe? Well, how much do you owe? What's your credit score? What's your credit score? We owed $500,000 in med school debt. And so after I was sharing this story with this gentleman, we were at the point in the conversation where I was sure he was going to say, this is how much I cost, maybe you won't be able to afford it, because I was ready. And he said, consider this your first check to ElevateMeD. I'm going to coach you for free. So thank you, Doug Stevenson, for working with our students this morning. It is such a privilege to be able to offer them the best. You know, Doug told me a story this morning before the students had their workshop with him, and he told me, some of you guys probably know this already, when butterflies flap their wings in the Amazon, they can impact the temperature in Texas. And so he thought that ElevateMeD was the sort of organization that we are flapping our wings and have not yet seen the impact of all that we're doing. Now, I didn't tell Doug what I was going to be wearing tonight. But I said, Doug, I might need to use that story. It might be appropriate. And he was like, flap away, Alyx, flap away. So here we go. Jeff and Vicki Miles and the entire Chick-fil-A organization, I know Jeff and Vicki are watching online. If I had 100,000 tongues, I could not thank you enough. For those of you who did not know, ElevateMeD was selected as a True Inspiration Award winner last year. We received a $100,000 grant. We are the first nonprofit in the state of Arizona to do so. I have chosen to invest my career at Mayo Clinic, a values-based organization where the needs of the patient come first, and recently a $100 million commitment against racism was made. ElevateMeD was selected as a grantee in their Everybody In campaign against racism, and that money supported our Scholar Summit that took place earlier this morning. Thank you, Mr. Marion Kelly. Thank you, Dr. Gray, for being here and being so supportive of ElevateMeD. So, as a neuro-oncologist, I have the great privilege of meeting exceptional humans on a regular basis. And there's one who stands out, who I will refer to as Wonder Woman. Now, I met Wonder Woman during a stage in her cancer journey that for many people is rapidly fatal. Her cancer had spread to the linings of her spinal cord. And at our first meeting, it was essential for me to examine her completely. She needed to remove her socks and shoes. Now, Wonder Woman is in exceptional shape, and she had exquisite boots on. And so I said, yes, please remove your socks and shoes, Wonder Woman. And so she started to, but the zipper got stuck. And so I said, well, maybe it's okay. And she said no. And at that moment, she flung her leg on her husband's lap and said, take these off right now. Dr. Porter needs to examine me. Mr. Wonder Woman broke Wonder Woman's shoe at that moment. I realized these are people not to be messed with. Wonder Woman says exactly what she means, and she means exactly what she says. So through her cancer journey, we shared some of the highs and the lows. And we had a video visit one day, and she was rushing me through. And then she finally says, are we done talking about medical stuff? I said, yes. And so then she pulls out a glossy magazine, and she says, look, my doctor is famous. And I looked and I smiled and I said, oh, who is that? What is she up to? She was thrilled about ElevateMeD, and she said, I'm gonna be there at your event in October. I realized this was a boot moment. Wonder Woman says exactly what she means, and she means exactly what she says. So unfortunately, in the months that followed, Wonder Woman's disease continued to progress. We were disappointed that the treatments didn't work the way that we had hoped. And so I had offered her some kind of non-traditional attempts at managing pain and other things, and she said, oh, we can talk about that next time. She was preparing for a girls' trip, and so I said, oh, okay. And she started asking me questions. We were on video. She wanted to see all the different diplomas on my wall. She wanted to hear about the awards. She wanted to know what my kids looked like. And so she said, we can talk about that other stuff later. I'm joined tonight by Wonder Woman's husband to present a new giving level in our organization, the Securing the Future of Medicine Award. This is the largest award that we've received from a collection of donors in Wonder Woman's honor. So thank you so much. Tonight is about celebrating all of you who have invested in this dream and the dreams of these bright and talented medical students. And so Greg and I strive to be a blessing to others, and we instill that value in our children. And so on behalf of Greg and I, the entire board of directors, welcome, thank you, let's have some fun.
And now, for some of the fun, I'm going to introduce our auctioneer, Subyn, to go through our live auction items and show off some of the fabulous items that we have to bid on tonight. So, Subyn, take it away.
Thank you, thank you. Can we just, one more round of applause for Dr. Alyx and Mr. Wonder Woman. Thank you guys so much. I'm so excited to be here with you guys. Such an amazing honor. Year 3. I don't know if you watched us last year. We were virtual, but we still did an amazing job. So thank you so much for your support. Let's get this party started. Let me see those bitter paddles. Wave them at me in the air. You guys remember how to do this, right? Rooftop, I took all your money. That's what I do. That's my job. Got it? First item of the evening. 2 tickets to the Cardinals game next weekend. They're taking on the 49ers. Any Cardinals fans? Any 49ers fans? Division opposition happening here. And our friends at Tito's Handmade Vodka are throwing in this Tito's cooler with some swag. So each ticket is club level. $500 is the value of each ticket. Parking passes included, plus a $100 gift certificate for you to spend on water or something while you're there. So here we go. Opening bid, 2 Cardinals tickets, VIP, $500. $500 able to bid at $500. Yes, he's in. $750 able to bid at $750, able to bid at $750. $750 in the back. Now $1,000 able to bid at $1,000. Yes. $1,200 able to bid at $1,200. One more time. $1,200 able to bid at $1,200 able to bid at $1,200. Yes. $1,400 able to bid at $1,400. Yes, he's in. All right, cheer them on when they bid. $1,400. $1,500 able to bid at $1,500 able to bid at $1,500. One more time. $1,500. He's in. $1,600 able to bid at $1,600 able to bid at $1,600. I have $1,500 able to bid at $1,600. One more time. $1,600. I'm at $1,500 able to bid at $1,600 able to bid at $1,600. $1,500. Looking for $1,600. Going once, twice, 3 times. Sold your way. $1,600. Bidder number 234. So we're here to have fun. We're here to raise money. Auction item number 2. We are headed to NASCAR or Indy 500. Any race car fans in the house? Thank you to Bert for this generous donation. You can go to any track in the USA. Nashville, Talladega, Vegas, here in Phoenix, Atlanta, any Indy 500 race any NASCAR race, VIP tickets, 2 grandstand tickets, and 2 pit passes. The pit passes will take you on the track. You'll be there feeling the cars radiate the heat out at you. 2 VIP tickets, 2021 to 2022. Any race, any track, you get yourselves there, but it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. VIP style. These tickets are priceless. Opening bid, $1,000. $1,000 able to bid at $1,000. Any track, your choice. $1,000 in the back. $1,500 able to bid at $1,500. I have $1,000 able to bid at $1,500. $1,250 able to bid at $1,250 able to bid at $1,250. 2 tickets, VIP. You pick the track. You pick the race. Plus, we have AirPods for you. Apple AirPods, so you don't burn your ears out. $1,500 able to bid at $1,500. I have $1,250 able to bid at $1,500. Going once, going twice, 3 times. Give them a round of applause. Sold your way. Where is my lovely violinist, Bruce? Did you guys enjoy him out there? Welcome Bruce to the stage. Now, Bruce was going to do a virtual event, but somehow I talked him into coming to your house. So, a private party for up to 20 people. Bruce will serenade you with his amazing music. Wasn't he amazing out there? I think they love you. So he will come to your house. You'll provide the food and drink. He will provide the lovely music. And it will be a celebration. 20 people coming to your home. It needs to be local unless you want to buy his plane ticket. Virtual people as well. So if you're not here, he won't fly to you. But it will be a virtual party for an unlimited amount of people. Now, Bruce has played for NBA teams, NFL teams. He played with Ivania Van Sant. He's worked with Oprah Winfrey Network. So he's priceless, right? Here we go. 1 hour, up to 20 guests in your home, unlimited in your house. You may be seated. Opening bid, $1,000. $1,000 able to bid at $1,000 right there. $1,500 able to bid at $1,500. Now $2,000 able to bid at $2,000. I have $1,500 able to bid at $2,000. Yes, he's in. $2,500 able to bid at $2,500. Cheer him on. You're my friend. I'm not letting you go. $2,500 able to bid at $2,500. $2,250 able to bid at $2,250 able to bid at $2,250. $2,000 looking for $2,250 able to bid at $2,250. I have $2,000 looking for $2,250. Yes. $3,000. $3,000 able to bid at $3,000 able to bid at $3,000. I have $2,500. $2,500. What was that? I'm at $2,250. $2,500. He's in. $2,750 able to bid. $2,750 able to bid. $2,750 able to bid. $2,750. 20 guests. He'll come to you wherever you want. $2,750 able to bid. $2,750 able to bid. $2,750. I have $2,500. I have $2,500. Looking for $2,750. I have $25. Cheer him on. Cheer him on. No pressure. $2,750 able to $2,750 able to $2,750 able to $2,750 able to $2,750. Donating to ElevateMeD. $2,750. Pressure's on. $2,500 able to bid. $2,750 able to $2,750 able to $2,750. One more time. Yes. $3,000 able to bid. $3,000 able to bid. $3,000. One more time. $3,000. $3,000. Yes. $3,250 able to bid. $3,250 able to bid. $3,250 able to bid. $3,250. Going once, twice, in the back, sniper, $3,250. $3,500 able to bid. $3,500 able to bid. $3,500 able to season. $4,000 able to bid. $4,000 able to bid. $4,000. Yes, he's in. $4,500 able to bid. $4,500 at $4,000 able to bid. $4,500. One more time. $4,500 able to bid. $4,500 at $4,000 able to bid. $4,500. Yes. $5,000 able to bid. $5,000 able to bid. $5,000 able to bid. $5,000 able to bid. $5,000. $5,000. $5,000. I have $4,500 able to bid. $5,000 able to bid. $5,000. 20 people. He's coming to your house. $5,000. $5,000. Cheer him on. Back. Corner. Yes. 5,500, able to bid at 5,500, able to bid at 5,500, at 5,000, able to bid at 5,500. Tomorrow's in. Well. Guess what I have? Bruce has given me permission to sell 2. Can I bring you up to 5,000? We'll sell it twice. I had you at 4,500. Or you can save him 4,500. 4,500 or 5,000. I have him at 5,000. I had you at 4,500. I can sell it twice. 45? All right, he's saving you $500. 4,500 sold in the back and 4,500 sold here. $9,000 raised. You guys are having fun, right? You've been waiting to get out. All right. Now we have Chef Devin Sanner. He is up in Tucson, but he will fly to you anywhere in the country. So if you're here, if you're in Atlanta, if you're in Maine, he will fly to you, bring the ingredients to you, prepare a meal for 4 people. You can enjoy a cooking class, watch him cook. A beautifully delectable farm-to-table food paired with the finest ingredients, served with the freshest wine. Hello. Opening bid for him to fly to you wherever you want, 4 people in your home or a hotel, wherever you want to go. Opening bid, $1,000. $1,000 able to bid at 1,000, able to bid at 1,000. Yes, in the back, cheer him on. 1,200 able to bid at 1,200, at 1,000, 1,200. Yes, 1,400, 1,400, cheer him on. 1,600, 2,000 able to bid at 2,000. I have 2,000, 2,200 able to bid at 2,200. Yes. 2,500 able to 25. I have 22 able to bid at 25. 25. Yes, cheer him on. 3,000 able to bid at 3,000 able to bid at 3,000 able to bid at 3,000. He's coming to you. Where do you live? Oh, he lives in North Phoenix, so it's not that big of a drive. But if you wanted to fly to New York, he would meet you there. 2,500. I have 2,500 looking for 2,750 able to bid at 2,750. Cheer him on. 2,500 with you. Period. Looking for 2,750, 2,500, looking for 2,750, able to hit 2,750, I have 2,500, looking for 2,750, coming to you, going once, going twice, 3 times, sold. Last auction item of the evening is my necklace. Take a look at it. Beautiful from J& Jewels, our good friend, mine and Dr. Porter's good friends, Jacqueline gave this to us. It is diamonds by the yard. So 14 karat gold, diamonds all around. Beautiful. Christmas is around the corner. Of course, there's no excuse to not buy a woman jewelry. Just putting it out there. Opening bid, $1,000. $1,000 able to bid at 1,000, able to bid at 1,000. Yes, in the back. 1,500, 2,000 able to bid at 2,000, able to bid at 2,000. I have 1,500 able to bid at 2,000. He's in. Last item, cheer him on. 2,500 able to hit 2,500 able to hit 2,500. I'm coming back. 2,500 able to hit 2,500. 2,000 able to hit 2,500. 2,000 take 2,500. 2,500 looking for $3,000 able to hit 3,000. I have 2,500 looking for 3,000. No friends at an auction. Bid against them. 3,000 able to hit 3,000. I have 2,500 looking for $3,000 able to hit 3,000 able to hit 3,000. It's valued at $3,500. 3,000 able to hit 3,000 able to hit 3,000 able to hit 3,000. 3,000, cheer him on. Last item. 3,000 able to hit 3,000. I have 2,500 able to hit 3,000 able to hit 3,000. Going once, twice, 3 times. Sold your way. Oh, Sniper, are you in? All right, 2,500. I have 2 of them. 2,500. Sold to the back, 2,500. Yes, is he in? Yes, bidder 215, 2,500. Bidder 196, 2,500. I have 2. Congratulations. You guys have been amazing. I will be back shortly to take more money. Bert?
Thank you, Subyn. Man, my heart is still racing. Jeez. All right. Well, that was great. Thank you to everyone who bid. Thank you to the winners. So we want to honor those who are blazing trails that speak to our mission and vision. And while the video plays, I would like to take a moment to introduce to you and actually have student Dr. Caylan Moore come up He's one of our 2021 ElevateMeD scholars from University of Arizona. Bear down. My alma mater. Let's keep it going for U of A. All right. He's going to introduce our Breaking Barriers Award recipient tonight.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Caylan Moore, and I was fortunate to be selected as part of the 2021-2022 ElevateMeD cohort. I'm excited today to be here to present the Breaking Barriers Award to Dr. Dale Okorodudu on behalf of ElevateMeD. During my time in this organization thus far, I've received training on how to use my strengths to be a stronger leader. I've had the opportunity to network with physicians and scholars from all over this country. But what has been most special for me is the mentorship I've received. I've been mentored by a Black male physician, and imposter syndrome is something that I've struggled with and still struggle with on my path to becoming a physician. It's rare to see people who look like me in this field, especially Black men. The mentorship I have received through this organization has reinforced that I not only belong in medicine, but I'm needed. Organizations like ElevateMeD, Thank you. Organizations like ElevateMeD and Black Men in White Coats support students who have felt the way I do and help them realize that they belong as well. All the ElevateMeD scholars had the privilege of meeting Dr. Dale Okorodudu last Saturday as he presented to us his approach to achieving his goals. He left us with the acronym GRIND, which I will share with you today. He said G is for goals, which should be written down and specific. He said the R is the reason, the why we want to achieve this goal. I is for information, which is learning what we need to know to achieve our goals. N is for networking. And D is for disciplined, doing the right things at the right time with the right people. Dr. Dale Okorodudu was raised in League City, Texas, just outside of Houston. He completed both his undergraduate and medical training at the University of Missouri, then relocated to Durham, North Carolina, where he did his internal medicine residency training at Duke University Medical Center. Following his time at Duke, Dr. Okorodudu returned to Texas and completed his pulmonary and critical care fellowship at UT Southwestern. He has a passion for addressing healthcare disparities, which he has done via promoting diversity in the medical workforce. He is the founder of Diverse Medicine, as well as an author for multiple books, including How to Raise a Doctor and the Doc to Doc Children series. He's also the founder of Black Men in White Coats. What he enjoys most is spending time with his wife, 3 children, and church family. The Breaking Barriers Award is awarded to physicians, leaders whose work addresses healthcare disparities, is positively and innovatively impacting diversity within medicine. Annually, our board of directors will vote upon an outstanding individual to receive this honor. We are pleased to present Dr. Dale Okorodudu as our first award recipient. Please join me in a round of applause in celebrating Dr. Okorodudu.
As malignancy? Is that
I mean, this is cancer. I guess this could be lymphangitic spread.
My name is Dr. Dale Okorodudu. I am the founder of Black Men in White Coats, and I'm a pulmonary and critical care physician practicing at the Dallas VA Medical Center. I absolutely love what I do. There are very few jobs in the world where I think you kind of get most of what you want in one package. I was raised in League City, Texas, which is just outside of Houston. Academics were very important to my parents. I always tell the story about one time when I came home and I said, "Hey Dad, check out this test score, I got a 98%. And my dad looked at it, he said, "What happened to the other 2 points?" Even though he knew I gave him my all and he was happy with the 98%, he was making a point that, son, if you can do better, do better. Honestly, I don't remember pretty much anything in high school except for playing basketball. And when I got to college and realized that basketball wasn't the path that my life would take me, my focus shifted to academics. I was a biology major at the University of Missouri. I went to the University of Missouri for med school as well. Did my residency at Duke University Medical Center in Durham, North Carolina, and fell in love with the program at UT Southwestern, where I did my pulmonary critical care fellowship. There are numbers as low as 2% of all physicians are African American males in medicine. If you don't have very many black males in medicine for you to see, for you to emulate, for you to get mentorship from, it becomes difficult. In 2013, the AAMC came out with a report highlighting the decrease in number of black men applying to medical school, and we thought there's got to be some way we can contribute to this. We set my cell phone up and we actually filmed the very first Black Men in White Coats. It had a great welcoming online, tens of thousands of views. And then we've since filmed multiple episodes of Black Men in White Coats. There's this belief that as a black male, that you can't go talk to a physician, and often that you can't go up and talk to a black male physician, but Black Men in White Coats is helping to shatter that belief. So now they come to us and say, hey, can you come talk to us? Can you come talk to my children? Can you come talk to my school? To let them know you can become a physician if that's what you really want to do in life. That means she hit her leg. That's one separate thing. And then she still has a different condition here. I used to go in the ICU and I would see patients like this and I would freak out because that's intimidating. When you walk in the ICU, people have all these lines and tubes in them. The most rewarding part of my job is knowing that everything that I've learned, I have the ability to pass back to teach other people so they can go on and teach other people. I really enjoy writing. I've actually written 2 books, one on mentoring for pre-medical students, and the other one is kind of a guide for parents to show them how to raise a doctor. I have 3 children, 2 boys and a daughter. My wife has been my rock. One of the best things that's ever happened to me. Because of her, I'm able to do things like diverse medicine, pre-med star, Black Men in White Coats. She can provide input in ways nobody else can. Having 2 doctors in the house is perfect for us. It works really well because we can understand what each other are going through. In deciding how we're going to raise our children, my wife and I were very, very thoughtful in determining who do we want our children to see as their role models, what do we want to expose our children to. There are certain things in culture which can make the African American man look bad. Certain ways we're portrayed in maybe music videos or in movies. The reality of the situation is less than 5% of black males are in prison, media, entertainments. The vast majority of us are out and about doing other things. But the key is the media does not raise your children. Culture does not raise your children. Parents raise children. One time when I was in college, I was flying home from St. Louis back to Houston. I just got on the plane wearing my typical clothing, and the woman sitting next to me just started berating me. She told me that I didn't speak well. She told me that I dressed funny. She said I would just never amount to anything in life. I remember just thinking to myself, is this what people think when they see me? Is this what people think when they see people who look like me, that we're never going to be successful? Don't let other people set your expectations. Set your own expectations and set them high. I think one of the big issues that we face as a minority community is so many people feel as though they need permission to go out there and be great. You don't need permission to be great. You already have permission to be great. People are scared to know what will happen if they give it their all. If you can take that focus off yourself and know that what you're doing is help other people, man, every day when you wake up, you should want to give it your all to know that you can help somebody else's life be better. If you don't have a why, then one day you're going to wake up and say, wow, medicine's too hard, I'm going to quit. But if you know, I'm doing this because nobody thought I could do this. I'm doing this because that woman on the airplane told me I was going to be a failure. I'm doing this because I've got a wife, I've got kids, I've got to feed them. I'm doing this because there's a whole group of younger individuals who are looking at me to be successful. When times get hard, remember that pressure is what produces diamonds. My identity, who I am, has absolutely nothing to do with this white coat. This white coat is a job, but this white coat is not my work. My work in life is to be the best servant I can to other people, to help make them the best they can be. You should never be afraid to ask for help. You should never be afraid to step out of your comfort zone to ask somebody how they became what they are. If you see somebody who's doing something that you might be interested in, go ask them. Nobody is self-made. Everybody has somebody who helps them. If you want to be successful, find that person who's going to help you. My name is Dr. Dale Okorodudu, and I am a black man in a white coat.
Hey, what is up? It's Dr. Dale here, and just wanted to take a moment to say thank you. So this bad boy right here just came in the mail for me, and it's a nice little award I got from ElevateMeD, the team there, and I'll go ahead and read it to you. It's a 2021 Breaking Barriers Award presented to Dr. Dale Okorodudu, that's me. Your work addressing healthcare disparities is positively and innovatively impacting diversity within medicine. Thank you, ElevateMeD. So, this right here is huge for us. I say us because not just me, Got a whole squad behind me, a whole team of people who work. See if I can keep it in the screen so y'all can see a little bit. A whole team of people who work on all the stuff we do, diversemedicine.com, Black Men in White Coats, the documentary, all the stuff and all the others. We got a whole lot more stuff coming up. So, getting this in the mail today was refreshing, was kind of cool, but just want to say thank you. I'm so sorry I can't be there in person, but to the team at ElevateMeD, this means a lot. The work you all do means a lot to us as well. So thank you all so much for recognizing not me, but our team and the efforts that we do. Super grateful, super appreciative of this nice little award. It's a little bit heavy, got some weight on it, so you already know I'm gonna go ahead and toss it up on the shelf. But I appreciate what you guys are doing. And thanks for recognizing us and everybody who's supporting Black Men in White Coats, diverse medicine, all the work that we do. We appreciate you guys. A lot more to come. Love you guys. Thank you guys for supporting what we do. We're going to keep on doing our best to serve you.
I'm Dr. Gregory Umphrey, co-founder of ElevateMeD. We appreciate all of you for coming. Thank you. And we appreciate all of your support. So please take a look at the screen here for a very special announcement.
So hi, Caylan. Will you please come back to the podium? My name is Elisa Gooding. This is my husband, Dr. Timothy Gooding. We're the co-founders of Inspire Youth Enrichment Foundation, and we have an announcement.
Before we get to that, we have a little background. So my name is Tim, and as my wife said, she's Elisa. We were actually born in New York. We've been Phoenicians for the past 25 years. And I actually received my doctoral in education from ASU. As she said, we run a foundation called Inspire Youth Enrichment. We're always looking for young people to give financial support to make their burden a little lighter, a little easier. We were so impressed as we got to learn about ElevateMeD. And the two issues we were impressed with is about addressing the gap of financial inequity in medical educational students and how they find their journey. And then two is empowering the next generations of physicians. We were very moved with your story regarding the little 6-year-old boy. And we want to make your burden a little lighter. So we're going to be donating $50,000 in your name to your school. We just ask one thing, just keep being you, keep working hard, do great things in your field, have a man of integrity, keep doing exactly what you're doing. We're so impressed and we wish you nothing but the best.
Caylan, we're excited about you because we know that your road and your journey wasn't easy. You said in your video that they told you weren't even at the level that you could be at medical school. You didn't have the grades for it. You didn't have the money for it. You didn't have a model of a Black man as a physician to even show you that you could even do that. But you did it anyway. You persevered. You strive for excellence. And that's something that touches us right where we run it because we believe in you. We believe in excellence and we believe in everything that you're doing. So we hope that this gift is going to be something that makes your journey a little bit easier. And just know that we are supporting you. We are here for you. We can't wait to meet you. We're so sorry we can't be there with you right now because I would love to see your face right now. Enjoy this time, enjoy today, and God bless.
How amazing is that? That is what ElevateMeD is all about. So we're almost to the end of the program, but one last order of business. We're here to raise money to support ElevateMeD. And last year, we had the audacious goal, as you heard Bert say, in 2019, to raise $100,000. I feel like we can do that again. That's 10 scholarships. What do you guys think? 10 scholarships, $10,000 each. My first level of giving is $10,000. So what will $10,000 do? It will provide 1 year of scholarship for one of our scholars right here. Let's give it up to our med students. You've heard throughout the evening what it means. $10,000 will provide assistance to them. Medical school costs roughly $260,000, and that doesn't even cover their living expenses, their flying expenses, their residency, their books. So here tonight, our first level of giving is $10,000. Anyone willing to give at the $10,000 level here this evening? There it is, bidder 215, $10,000. Thank you so much. That's one scholarship. Bidder 170, another $10,000. Cheer him on. Bidder 186, another $10,000. Bidder 258, thank you, another $10,000. That is $40,000 raised in less than a minute. We are almost halfway to our goal. Anyone else at the $10,000 level? Otherwise, I will move on. All right, our next level is $5,000, and I want to talk to you about the leadership partnership that ElevateMeD has. So it's not just about, of course, the scholarship money is amazing, but we are creating medical students in excellence. We're giving them the tools so that they can not only be successful as doctors, but they are the best, right? So $5,000 supports our leadership, which they were all in workshops today, learning from their mentors who will teach them, what does bedside manner look like? How do you deliver the news to a family that's dying? How do you deliver the news to a patient that's dying? Also, how do you just make it through day to day? They're learning from the best, and they're going to become the best. $5,000 is our next level of giving. Anyone willing to give at the $5,000 level? Mr. Wonderman, thank you so much. Bidder 198. Bidder 190, another $5,000. Thank you so much. Bidder 134, another $5,000. Bidder 131, thank you so much. We are at $60,000 raised. Just $40,000 left to go to hit our goal of $100,000. Anyone else that wants to give at the $5,000 level? All right, another part of that mentorship program is financial planning. So they're mentored in bedside, how to deliver the news, but also financial planning. How do you pay off the $500,000 of debt that you incur as a couple, like Dr. Alyx and her husband, Dr. Umphrey? How do you even plan? How do you budget? How do you budget your meals while you're in residency? How do you provide plane tickets while you're doing interviews for residency? $2,500 is our next level of giving. Anyone willing to give at the $2,500 level here tonight? $2,500 is our next level of giving. If not, we will quickly move on. There in the back, bidder 168, cheer on. Bidder 182, thank you so much. Bidder 130 and bidder 218, thank you so much. We're at $75,000 raised. Bidder 163, another $2,500. Anyone else at $2,500? We're at $77,250. Somebody remember that because I'll forget. All right, our next level of giving is $1,000. If 10 of you gave at that $1,000 level, that would be another scholarship. But I also want to tell you about the other services that ElevateMeD provides. The students did headshots today, right? So we're preparing them for success. We're operating in excellence. We're giving them the tools that they need, not only financially, but also to work in the community. $1,000 is our next level of giving. Anyone willing to give at the $1,000 level? There it is, bidder 135, bidder 1 167. Bidder 106. Cheer him on. Bidder 195. Bidder 107. Thank you. Bidder 251. Bidder 162. Cheer him on. Bidder 150. Bidder 115. Cheer him on. Bidder 113. Bidder 117. Bidder 102. Thank you so much. Bidder 260. 5 more, and we're at $100,000. Bidder 132. Bidder 229. Cheer them on. Bidder 217. Bidder 164. Anyone else willing to give at the $1,000? There it is. Bidder 211. $100,000 raised. Give yourselves a round of applause. Anyone else at the $1,000 level here tonight? Stand on your feet. $100,000 is raised. That's 10 scholarships. That's 10 students whose lives you are changing. But of course, I'm not done. I have 2 more levels. $500 is our next level. I'll move through these quickly in case you guys want to be overachievers like me. $500 is our next level of giving. If anyone's willing to give at the $500 level, again, every dollar you give here tonight is making a difference, not only for the students, but for the doctors. Because as you know, mentors get just as much as mentees. It's a give and take. It is a blessing to both. So $500, anyone willing to give at the $500 level? There it is, bidder 192. Thank you so much. Anyone else at the 500? Bidder 261, thank you. Bidder 238, thank you so much. Bidder 188, thank you so much. Bidder 111, another $500. Thank you so much. All the way in the back, bidder 228, thank you. Bidder 193, another $500. Bidder 231, thank you so much. Bidder 125, keep them coming, $500. Cheer them on. Anyone else? $500 level. Bidder 155, give it up for him. $500 level, our last level of giving is $100. You guys have been amazing, beyond generous. But if 100 of you gave 100, that would be $10,000, which would be another scholarship, so. Last level of giving, $100, and of course, we have a prize for you. So everyone that enters in at the $100 level can win this amazing golf club carrier. I don't play golf, what's it called? Something, with a hat, with hats, Tito's swag, there it is. So you'll win it, the value's $350. Last level of giving, $100, paddles in the air, we will sweep the room. So think of your ticket as a $100 bill. You're missing Starbucks for a week, take his paddle. We'll enter you into the, not the auction, but you'll win this right away. So right now, odds are good. Bidder 265, we're gonna grab your paddles, raise these $100 bills in the air, we will collect them. Look at this. One of your med students is giving. Thank you so much. Paddles in the air. Last level of giving, $100. We'll sweep the room, we'll choose a number, and you can win. Can somebody tell me what the golf bag is called? Just the golf bag, right? Golf bag, yeah, that's what I thought. Golf bag, Tito's swag, valued at $350, plus you're giving to ElevateMeD. Here we go. Rachel, sorry, I changed my mind. Here we go. Anyone else at this last $100 level? All right, who wants to choose? You can choose. Let me mix them up. Okay. Oh no, you close your eyes. Here we go, close your eyes. Bidder 204, Tiffany McRae. Where are you, Tiffany? Hey, that's my friend. Congratulations. You guys have been so amazing. Such an honor to be with you. One of my favorite organizations. I love you guys all so much. And Bert's gonna say goodbye.
Oh, no, not yet. So we all know that students from underrepresented backgrounds often have unique circumstances and challenges that teach resiliency early on. So let's hear from our scholars regarding the true cost of medicine and what you have all just invested in tonight. And while you watch the video, you can give again. If you haven't had the chance to give tonight, you can give online. And you can also give through Facebook and directly through our website. Your donations tonight go directly to our Scholars Fund. There will be plenty of other opportunities to catch us, any of the board members, go online to continue to invest in our dreams. So let's play that video.
The financial aspect of medical school is, one of the biggest aspects that will get us down.
It really kind of was a pit in my stomach when I thought about how much this would cost.
It adds up relatively quickly, and that's a big barrier and a big stressor for me and for a lot of different students as well.
I think initially I never thought about the cost, just because maybe I knew how much it was and I didn't want to think about it. But I think when I got accepted and in sort of my first year, when the loans started to come in and I started to see my loan balance on my computer, it was really emotionally debilitating. And I think it caused me a lot of stress, and it also put a lot of pressure on me to, perform all of my exams, to study really diligently. So I think it was a lot of stress on me emotionally and mentally.
The hard truth to realize was that financial aid for medical students is almost all student loans. There are not that many scholarships. I didn't know this before, but in residency, that interest just accrues. But when you're a resident, you aren't making what a attending physician makes. You're still making a resident salary. And just to let you know, that salary is actually sometimes less than what I made as an entry-level employee as a 22-year-old at a company. So that interest will accrue, and it's something I was willing to sacrifice, obviously, something I was willing to take on. And I had to find ways to live a different lifestyle, just live like a med student, as they say, budgeting everything. I just have a budget every month, and I try to stick to that. And I'm very aware of what I'm getting in my annual student loans and what I can spend that month to make it all last the full year.
For me, I've worked full-time since I was out of high school. I worked full-time in my undergrad when I was taking, when I had a heavy load and full semester. And it's just one of those things that you have to make that money. We have to buy our resources. And then, in circumstances, we're fortunate enough to have scholarships like this and, people that will help you along the way. But at the end of the day, I had to secure the bag and, keep pushing.
You guys have been amazing. Hasn't Bert been outstanding as an MC? I mean, multifaceted.
Thank you, Subyn. Thank you. So on behalf of the ElevateMeD Board of Directors, we thank you sincerely for all your generosity tonight. And because of your donations, we'll be able to continue to grow our Scholars Program in 2022 and beyond. If you were inspired by our scholars, you can learn more about them, and you can continue to give through other platforms, again, including Facebook, including our website. So please follow us on social media. If you've taken some great pictures tonight, remember, #ElevateMeD, get our name out there, share often, and sign up for our monthly newsletter to continue to stay up to date with everything that we're doing. Again, I can't thank enough our sponsors, Mayo Clinic, Counsel and Associates, Global Medical Response, PetSmart, Tito's, who kept me kind of loose and ready to deal with any surprises that came up tonight. OptumRx, National Financial Group, Barrow Brain and Spine, and Martel Chapital Smith and family. To everyone in this room, have a great night. Thank you for being here.
One last thing, on behalf of the board of directors and all of ElevateMeD, I just wanted to thank my wife, my beautiful, lovely wife, for putting this on and making this all come to fruition. You know, she's had so much passion and so much energy in doing this, and we just want to say thank you. Thank you for doing what you did.
Okay, everybody go have drinks, let's dance and have a good time. So good night, thank you.